Hello, good evening and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining in and welcome to DevLab's webinar. Maximize your chance on how to secure as a role as an automation test engineer. We have few ground rules. If you just want to go on to the next slide. Yeah, so we have some ground rules. You all are on mute mode and you will be unmuted in the end for Q&A session. If you have any questions during the session, please type into the chat window and we will be answering your questions by the questions will be answered by the moderators. Please be attentive during the session. Okay, we can go next. So just quickly, I would like to introduce DevLabs Alliance. So who we are, what are our services and, our presence and achievements. We are an emerging information technology, software training and consulting services company. We are headquartered in Gurugram and we have been into existence for more than 6 years now. We conduct transformation workshops and trainings in big data, blockchain, DevOps, machine learning, deep learning, agile, and software test, automation, cybersecurity, and other cutting edge technologies. We have our presence across the globe. We have our presence in Asia, Canada, USA, UAE, and we have been conducting building next gen engineers by offering capstone and placement internship programs and to all the IT students. We have deployed, as we are also consulting services company, we have deployed around 500 plus consultants, all full-time and part-time, and, permanent employees to various MNCs in India. We have delivered 15,000 plus hours of training. And, we're happy to share that we have more than 40 plus corporate clients and, for 4,500 plus happy, professionals. We have in-house expertise, as mentioned there on the slide as well, via payroll, taxation, talent acquisition, and compliance. If you just want to go next, Anchika. Just wanted to go through the agenda for today. As I mentioned, the topic of our webinar today is how to secure a role as an automation test engineer. So we will be looking at, introduction to automation testing, essential skills and tools, various Selenium jobs roles, Cypress versus Selenium versus VBO, top tools and frameworks, automation tools for DevOps, job market insights, career path, preparing for interview, building a standout resume for an automation tester, and how to get hired. I am happy to announce that we have three speakers today. We have our trainer. Our trainer is Mithun Roy. I'll just quickly give you a brief introduction of him. He has been in the industry for 13 plus years and he has experience in software testing and quality assurance. He covers all the automation testing, integration, API testing, data validation testing, manual testing, and he's been involved in requirement analysis, functional studies, quality reviews, defect logs, and process-related activities. The other two speakers today, we have guest speakers. We have Mr. Sanjeev Sharma. He is our, he has 23 years of rich experience in IT development, and he's driving our acquisition of global talent at DevLabs Alliance. He has been successfully leading various enterprise level IT projects in MNCs, and he managed application development, testing, automation, and performance engineering. Also, he has curated and contributed to established career transformation platform from QA to automation SDET engineers. He has authored multiple white papers and published in multiple forums and on platforms. Our third speaker tonight is Mr. Ketan Sharma. He's also our senior director in DevLabs Alliance with rich experience of 19 plus years. He has experience in development, automation testing, and DevOps, and he has transformed many QA into SDAT roles and have been a good career coach specifically for manual and automation engineers. So now I won't be taking much time. All our speakers, would be, sharing their experiences with you all. But I would like to hand it over to Mr. Mithun Roy first. He will start the session and then gradually we will move on to our speakers for at the end of the session. So Mithun, if you want to take over from here.
Yeah, sure. I'm audible, right? Yeah, hello? I'm audible, right?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can hear
you
you,
are
Mithun.
audible.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening to all of you. So, the actual title for this webinar is How to Secure a Role as an Automation Test Engineer, correct? So, um, for that, first we need to understand that exactly for till today what exactly we are doing as a manual testing, right? So as a manual tester, exactly what we are doing in our existing job profile. So if we see that in our existing job profile, that most of the work we are doing where automation activity is not there most of the time, if we do not have like automation knowledge, then definitely most of the testing process activities wherever we are involved, ourselves there the activities what we are doing, that is manually we are doing, right? So if you see that in manual activity process, like requirement analysis we are doing, then creating test plan, test cases, then we are executing those test cases, logging a defect, then tracking defect and all, right? So here now in the right side, if you see the right side panel, that we have given three different types of core a manual testing that we do on a like a regular basis. That is graphical user interface testing, the UI. So any like standard like website, if you see, let's say Facebook, Twitter, the application which you open the Chrome application, then we do the testing. Okay, now think about that manually we do the process requirement analysis and all those things, completing our testing. Second is that API, I mean the middle layer testing, what we are doing, different types of calls like get, post, put, and using SOAP or Postman, different type of like manual testing tool that we are using, okay, to automate those process. And definitely we do the mobile testing also, different types of Android, iOS, iPhone. Okay, so all those testing process that we do, that manually we are doing. But if you see that the current trend is completely changing, right? Even automation testing is also not enough in current trend, so people are completely moving to like AI, into automation. Those kind of like stuff are introducing, right, in our current like testing processes. So only manual testing only manual testing, and like to sustain in this type of job, it will be difficult in near future. So for that we have to have like automation, or we have to know the automation testing in our career, that is required. uh, okay, go to next slide. So this is what all about we do in our daily, on a daily basis, in manual testing. Next slide. Okay, so what I said, that is manual testing dead, no jobs for manual testers. So here actually a lot of participants joined. So I don't know that in the existing testing process exactly like what kind of application we are doing testing. So let's think about a simple retail application, or let's say a restaurant domain application, a pizza application we are doing testing. Now in this type of testing, there is not much business knowledge involved in this type of testing, right? But whereas if somebody is doing let's say auto insurance process testing, manual testing, or let's say health insurance process manual testing, so there are lots of business domain knowledge is involved, right? Now if we differentiate the two different types of manual testing, one is the manual testing with core business knowledge, another is the manual testing without having that much of core business knowledge. Now whoever is doing the manual testing with core business knowledge is always like important, and its value will be there forever, because the insurance domain knowledge, the core insurance domain knowledge was there, and the basics of this kind of this type of domain knowledge, it will be there forever. But wherever we are doing kind of, let's say, airplane ticket booking type of like testing, I'm doing manually. So anyone can do, right, this type of testing. But suddenly we cannot use anyone to do kind of health insurance testing, because there are lots of like knowledge is required to do that kind of testing stuff, right? So that is why what exactly manual testing that we are doing, that plays an important role. And based on that, we can easily take a decision that this type of like manual testing job can save my career or not, or it can increase my career graph or not. That is very very important. Now similarly, like will manual testing end in future? But so this is really a very like vital question, but the actual answer is no, because manual testing will be there. Everything cannot be automated. Manual testing will be there. If kind of back and forth type of testing, okay, so those kind of testing, testing has to be there. There are many banking application where people do not believe in automation. They believe in manual testing, because there is some like automation can do kind of mistake, but definitely they in primary core areas only those kind of like testing it happens. Otherwise, like 60 to 70 percentage area where core participants are not there, people do go for automation, and remaining like 20-30 percentage 20-30 percentage where like um, um, they feel like manual testing can help instead of like automation testing. So that is why like I'm telling that manual testing will never end. Manual testing will be there, but we need to prioritize that manual testing, and we need to understand that what exactly manual testing I am doing in my career, and where I need to think that I have to change. So that is the big question. Now chat gpt impact global job market. So this one is a very like a big topic in nowadays, that whether chat I have seen many people, those who are in the IT industry for 10 15 years, they just do copy paste excel sheet from one excel sheet to another excel sheet, and they think like their job is secured. Now the moment the tool, I mean gen AI tool, right, chat gpt comes into picture, then those kind of people, they have to think twice that whether those kind of job will be there or not. 100% those kind of job will not be there, because it can make like life easy. Even nowadays we can see that let's say someone is applying for a job, so if we just upload the resume and click on the next button, right, so from the resume our name and first name, last name, email, mobile, those information easily the application can track, and it can auto fill those data in the fields, right? So this kind of like process or automated things which is coming into the application, and like uh, as a job holder, the job what we are doing, if we think like those kind of job can be done by any automated process, then our job will be in a risk, right? So for that we need to think twice, and we need to like upgrade. We have to upgrade ourselves in this place, that how can we upgrade ourselves from like manual to automation. Yes, so yeah, please go next. Right, so whoever have done their coding in their college life, right, and never have done coding, let's say current experience is five plus years of experience, and if you think like from tomorrow, or let's say after 1 month, I can be a very good automation tester, then frankly speaking it is not possible. Because coding is a concept, coding is a structure, coding is a theme that first we need to understand, and it takes some time. Okay, and it is not like anywhere we can go and write our coding. Those kind of coding is not valuable in IT industry. We have to write structured way of coding, structured coding. Simple coding anyone can write. We can go to any blogs and read some coding, and we can do copy paste. So those kind of coding has no value in actual project domain or project structure. So there we have to write the structured coding. So that is why this particular slide, like we have prepared, where that is why we are starting with start small. Okay, start small means, let's say today I'm a manual tester. I let's say after 6 months I'm planning to apply for a automation like a role. Okay, so what kind of steps I can take? So start small. Just think of like learning core Java, or let's say Python basics. Python is simpler than Java, right? So you just we can go with the Java or Python basics and see that we can understand kind of basic oops concept or not. If it is becoming easy process, if you spend half an hour 1 hour on a daily basis, then if it is going good, then after that we can slowly just learn the HTML, how HTML pattern works. Okay, why we are saying it's a radio button? If a radio button is checked, then how the properties it has in the console. So those kind of like thinking we have to observe, or we have to adapt. Okay, apart from our day to day manual testing, we have to spend some time. So that is why develop an automation strategy. We need to develop some automation strategy. It will not be, you cannot develop it in 1 day or 1 month, it is not possible. But definitely if you have a very nice like structure, right, if you have a nice plan, then definitely in down the line 2 3 5 months we can easily become a very good automation tester. So build a powerful team. So build a powerful team, it means like only, let's say you are a you have a team, right? So in the team you are keep on doing manual testing. Now you can talk to your like a leader or manager that these things you take some suggestion from the project who are already into the automation. You show your the content what you are doing, you are playing role on a daily basis, that whether this kind of thing can be automated or not. Talk with them, check with them. If they say that yes, it can be automated, then you have to plan yourself. That is why build a powerful team. You as a team you have to sit together and think of that how can you learn the steps in order to automate the test cases slowly. Okay, see, upgrade your skills. So we need to upgrade our skills, that in terms of, as I said, that core Java or Python. Then slowly we have to move to the like HTML structure, basic HTML patterns. Then how API works in the middle layer. Like I can give an example. Like I take many interviews. So even people having 10 years experience, if I ask that, let's say you are opening Chrome browser, and you are giving URL like https colon double slash google.com, right, and play and pressing enter button. So you can see that Google page is loading, and you can see that Google search page. Now why Google search page is coming? Okay, so why Google search page is coming after giving the URL? 90% people, they do not able to answer those kind of questions, even though it's a very simple basic question, that when you are entering the Google URL, then it's nothing but a Google get call is happening in the middle, and as a response we can see the page what it is coming as a string pattern, right? So it's a very simple things, but people having lot of experience, they do not know, because they haven't think of any application in that way. So from day one in the industry, they launched any application, they just as a black box tester, they are just opening it, they are navigating from one page to another page. There are few like manual testing steps they are writing, and just like automating those process. And the moment in service based industry, that 4 5 years are gone, right? That's it. Then let's move to the people management. So the moment you will move to the people management, that means like problem, because people management, definitely like there are people are required there to manage the people. But nowadays if you see that more people are in this particular stages, right? So no, not at all interested to learn any kind of technology, but end of the day I'll just manage people, manage a team, I'll talk to the customer. But this kind of role is very risky nowadays. Okay, because one of my previous like client in Salesforce, I have seen that people as a like Scrum Master role, right? So this one the Scrum Master role was also very famous like last couple of years, right? But now company is not hiring any Scrum Master directly. So rather they are saying that whoever is the top level like development lead or testing lead, so they are testing lead or development lead, plus they have to play an as a role of like Scrum Master. So dual role customer is asking to play in order to reduce the cost, right? So see how, but Scrum Master, it was very popular few years before back. But now I can see that in the project they say that no, not required as a Scrum Master. So development lead will take care as a Scrum Master. So so this is the situation that we can easily understand and think that the role what we are playing today. Okay, in terms of development, definitely the webinar is not as per the development, but we are talking about the testing. So as a testing, the role what we are playing, that is safe, or that has technology involved or not. Okay, if technology is not involved, then it's a risky zone. Okay, that I would say. Then automate selectively means randomly I'm picking any like language, randomly I'm picking any framework, randomly I'm picking any tool that will not work. Okay, that will not work. So let's say I have a mobile application I am planning to automate. There is a team who are saying that, yeah, so this is a very basic, let's say, Android application, and we can automate it. So there are automation tools like Appium, which is present in the market. Android Espresso is there, which is present in the market in terms of like Android domain, I'm saying. So first we need to go through some case study and see how things are working. Okay, so let's say we are thinking that let's go with Android Studio. Sorry, yeah, Android Espresso automation tool. Now and for Android Espresso automation tool, client has to share you the actual code, then only you can able to use Android Espresso, otherwise not. So without knowing that client is not agreeing, or client is rethinking to share the automation code, rather they are agree to send the APK file, just I'm saying. So in that case, so first you have to do the case study that what customer is ready to share. If they are ready to share the actual code, then go with the Android Espresso. If they are ready to share, don't ready to share the code, then want to share the APK file, then go for the Appium. So that is why randomly you cannot pick anything, and randomly we cannot go with any automation strategy. It has to be selectively, like the approach has to be selectively go with. And there should be some mentor at the top, okay, who has like good knowledge and who can guide you. Then choose the right tools and setup. So that is also linked to it, as I said that uh, you cannot choose any tool randomly. It has to give a value add. Automation means a value add. Okay, so I am spending a lot of like dollar, okay, on top of my automation framework and build. So definitely it should add some value at the end of the day, correct? So here you can see that we have taken some data from the market, global market, that in 20, the what kind of CAGR percentage it is going. Okay, in 2020, if the automation like in the market wise, right? So it's a 15 billion. So it will be like in 2027 40 billion like market, okay, in terms of like automation testing. So you can think how like I need not to say whoever joined in this like webinar like as a manual tester, that if you do not use any like tool, any technology in your resume, and if you upload your resume in hundreds of companies, right, I'm sure that 99% company will not reach out to you. Nobody will reach out to you, because the simple basic manual testing jobs is not at all like acceptable in like nowadays, until or unless you have very good reference to any other company. Okay, otherwise very difficult like nowadays, if you want to switch from one company to another company. Okay. Shivangi, can you please mute yourself? Ag- okay, thank you. So in this slide, just we have taken a sample like different type of job roles. Okay, and just an idea that if you know just Selenium, I'm just saying here. Okay, only one test automation library. Okay, Selenium. That then in different types of company where you can able to apply for a job role. So if you know Selenium, then in any company you can apply as an automation engineer. Okay, as a tester. Okay, definitely it's not a simple tester, you can say it's an automation tester. Then senior quality engineer, then Java Selenium automation engineer, then test analyst, then senior QA automation engineer, then software development. So SDET, actually last one. Okay, SDET. So think about a simple like Selenium is a very simple automation libraries that we use, uh, which can be used in different like platform like Java you can use, then C sharp you can use, Ruby you can use, Python you can use, then JavaScript you can use. There are multiple language can be like incorporated with Selenium. So and it was there like I'm using Selenium from 2010. So last 14 years I'm using this particular tool. But now I can see that there are many codeless automation tool which is coming into the market. But I'm sure those kind of this open source tool is much better than those kind of like codeless automation tool like Tosca is there. Then I think Catalan Studio also there are many tools which is coming, but far better Selenium, because of its flexibility. Okay, so think about one open source test automation library can give you this many job roles. Okay, on top of this Selenium, if you say that I know API automation using REST assured, just think that what kind of value add it can give you. Okay, in the existing job market. Now Selenium plus REST assured with API automation, plus if you say that I know Appium as a mobile automation test engineer, then what kind of like value add also it can give you. Okay, so that is why like not like I would say much like these three like Selenium, then what to say, then rest assured, then Appium, these three like I know the moment in your resume if you, because these are the primary. Database automation also can be done using like JDBC connectivity. It is easy, not a big deal. Okay, so the moment you say that I know UI automation, I know API automation, I know database automation, I know mobile automation, you are a cream like resource in the market. And you can ask for anything, any type of salary like in today's like salary structure. Next. Yeah. So why is Selenium is gaining spotlight in the test automation, right? So testing industry. So uh, like Yeah, in most of the service based industry nowadays, until or unless the customer is thinking that Selenium is a open source and we are in a banking domain, or we are in a an insurance domain, and there is a risk factor if you use any open source tool in our existing application. I would say that now like 60 to 70 percentage account in any service based industry are using Selenium. 60 to 70 percentage. Rest 30 percentage markets here are like other, like Cypress is there, Tosca is there, WebDriver IO is there. There are many like automation tool. So why? Because of the compatibility. Okay. Now let's say a developer are Ruby developer. They are developing the application. Okay. Let's say Twitter application. So Twitter application, I'm just giving an example. Okay. I don't know the actual reality. So let's say Twitter is developed on top of Ruby application. Now, and from any other country, they are outsourcing the QA, okay, automation, and they are saying that you have to do any automation tool you can pick, but make sure you have to do the automation using Ruby only. So in that case, you can see that how many languages Selenium support. Okay, it can be a Java, it can be C Sharp, PHP, Ruby, Perl, Python, JavaScript. Okay, this R also it is there. Even I also like first time I'm saying, but most now Java, C Sharp, Ruby, and Python. These four, and JavaScript. These five are the primary. Okay, people use platform. Okay, platform means I am let's say I developed an application for testing right in Windows, and same code I want to use for Mac. Let's say Chrome browser in Windows and Chrome browser in Mac machine. Okay, so if I developed a code right in Chrome browser with Windows, same code I can easily use for Chrome browser for Mac machine also. Even for Safari browser also in Mac machine, same code we can able to use. There are very 1 2 percentage of code we have to change to launch the driver. Otherwise 95 to 98 percentages of code it will be same, there won't be any difference. Okay, browsers, so these many browsers, it headless browser you can use. Chrome is definitely there, Chrome, Explorer is there, IE browser, Firefox browser. So these many browsers we can use for Selenium automation. Okay, so these are the advantage that Selenium use. That is why it is like it's a king in the testing automation industry nowadays. Next. So here just a comparison, I have written here. Okay, so these three are all are open source. Okay, tool. Cypress is a kind of tool. Selenium is not a tool. Okay, Selenium, because tools should have one UI, but Selenium don't have any UI. Selenium is a library, we can say rather. Then yeah. So in terms of comparison, which one is like the better? Okay, in terms of comparison, which one is the better? Cypress has lots of their the third one I'm talking about, then I'll come to the first one. Okay, that Cypress has lots of restrictions, so that you have to follow their functions. Definitely Selenium also you have to follow the functions, but let's say I'm just giving an example. The I have an Excel sheet that I want to read data for our automation. So it is very easy. Okay, it is very easy for Selenium, but in Cypress mostly I think I also have used Cypress, but you have to go for the JSON for to read the data. Excel integration I don't think it is there. Okay, in the latest one I don't know. Okay, so first one also we can use it, and you can see that it's mostly use the JavaScript. Okay, so the JavaScript we use it, and the sorry, uh,
I think Mithun, you can continue.
Okay. Yeah. So this different tools language wise compare like platform wise, okay, timing wise, okay, which takes more time, okay, which take less time. It depends on the customer what they use, okay. But once you know Selenium, then WebDriver IO or let's say Cypress, anything we can easily able to like switch and easily able to understand. So Selenium is the most important, okay, than others. So not going through the details of this, just comparison, okay, that is there. Next. Hmm. Yes. So top automation testing tools. Okay, so you can see that at the top, Selenium it is there. Before Selenium, UFT was there, and that time it was like a hot cake in the market. Okay, that people someone knows UFT, Unified Functional Testing Tool, but that time it was the its name was different. It was QTP, Quick Test Professional. Okay, and before that it was Windrunner. Okay, so because I used Windrunner in 2000 like 9. Okay, so but after Windrunner, that QTP came in the market. Then QTP was very like famous in the market, but it has a lot of disadvantages. Like if I develop my code in IE browser, then I cannot run those code in Chrome browser. So this kind of like browser compatibility issue was there. So to overcome those kind of browser compatibility, Selenium came in the market and it became very popular. Okay, QTP, the second one, right? It had like one restriction that you can only use the VB scripting, but Selenium came with multiple language pattern in the market. SOAP is not that kind of automation API testing tool, so it's mostly manual team they use. Catalan Studio is also depends, as I said, that depends on the customer what they want to use. Test Complete is also good automation tool. Postman mostly mainly it is for API middle layer automation tool. Then Apache JMeter is also for mostly performance testing tool. Okay, and in the left side different type of like framework that we are talking about. Hybrid model is there, keyword driven is there, okay. Then data driven is there, we can only pass the data, based on that it can do the testing. Keyword driven means we'll be writing a keyword, based on that it will do the testing, okay. Then library architecture framework, we need to we need to create lots of library in order to enhance our framework. Linear automation framework, modular based automation framework, these are kind of new, okay. These are kind of new automation framework module which is coming, but mostly hybrid framework that we use, okay. The orange color left top that we use in our most of the projects. Next. So here actually you can see that um, automation tool that we need for like DevOps. Okay, even DevOps is altogether a different topic, but like Chef, Puppet, so whoever are like very much master in the DevOps, right? So they can have better idea on these areas. But during our automation course, right, we'll be in a position to understand what is Git. Okay, we'll be in a position to understand what is Jenkins. Okay, we'll be in a position to understand how can we integrate Git with Jenkins. Let's say we are creating some framework, how to upload the framework, check in the framework to the GitHub, then how to access those framework from Jenkins. So those kind of integration, it will be there in our course. Then how to set up the parameterization in Jenkins. Okay, what is called local Jenkins, what is called cloud Jenkins. So those kind of like things, those are actually part of core DevOps, but we'll be covering those things like in our automation. Okay. Next. Yeah. So question and answer. Please go ahead with question and answer.
Sure. Thank you, Mithun, for all this insight inputs. Before Q&A, I would like to invite our guest speakers as well. So Ketan, if you would want to start with your inputs.
So that's okay. Thanks you, Sagan. Right. So Mithun, very good presentation, I will say. And guys, myself, Ketan Sharma. I have around 19 plus year of experience in all these technologies. That's something Mithun has shared. So I have worked almost all the technologies that Mithun was mentioning. So guys, please go ahead, right? Before because Mithun has already covered most of the thing. So I will take one by one your question, right? And will try to answer. If you have any doubt, you are working as a manual tester, right, or you are working as a automation engineer, you want to transform yourself into estate role or into automation role, right? Any type of question you have in your mind, I will able to help you out.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Rachel.
Yeah, hi, I am Rashri, and I have a question. I have one question. I'm is like a fresher. I don't have any experience in testing field. So
Mhm.
can I join this course, or it will work in to join as a tester in
Okay.
future?
So, Rachel, if you will, can you let us know what is your background? Are you coming from
Uh,
programming
y-
background?
yeah, I did my master's in computer science and engineering. I do have
Mhm.
experience in a teaching field, not in a IT field, but now I want to join IT industry in a testing field. I was shifted. Hello,
Yeah,
can you
yeah, I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, yeah. I last year I moved from India to USA. So there are
Mhm.
so many options here, so I can join the IT industry. So I'm looking forward to join that particular field. That's why I'm interested in more towards join this
So,
course. So
okay.
this course will help me in future, or I do have some experience like.
So, thank you for asking a question, actually, right? So, this course is perfect for you because in this course we are covering everything from scratch, right? Starting from programming, okay. Then we are telling how to do the like ATDD, BDD concept, right? Then we are moving into the Selenium automation. We are moving
Okay.
into like DevOps concept, right? So everything is getting covered from scratch. The good part is these all are the hands-on session, okay. We have a
Okay.
Mithun who is already seasoned professional, right? Who is doing the really hands-on, right? What you have to do, whatever the Mithun is teaching, right?
Okay.
You have to copy the same, right? And
Mm-hmm.
implement
Mm-hmm.
into your machine. Whenever you are stuck, right? Go ahead and share your screen and then ask a question. The good part with our program is we are not taking the too many people in one batch, right? Maximum 6 to 8 people are joining in one batch, okay? So that trainer can give a focus and you can learn each and everything. So to answer your question in short, this is a good program. Definitely you can go ahead and join.
And what is the duration of this course?
So duration will be around 3 months for the
Okay.
complete program, and it will be over the weekend, right? So like and why we have kept this duration so that you can get a time for the practice. Okay, there will
Okay.
be a lot of assignments on each topic. That's something you have to cover, and then in the next class, before start of the class, you have to ask a question from the trainer.
Okay. So it's a 5 days class or only for weekend?
It's over the weekend.
Over the weekend. Okay. And what is the fee charges for this course?
So maybe my sales team will reach out to you for this. I'm a
Okay.
techie
Okay.
guy.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, no issue. No issue. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the
Thank you. Any other question? Like if you have any question related like how you will transform or any doubt. So
no,
I have been a
no.
career counselor as well,
Good.
right? So in case if you need any other question, even after this session, you can reach out to
Yeah.
me. My sales team will arrange a call with you.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Hi, Ketan.
We have some
How you doing?
questions getting in the chat window as well. So one of the participant is asking, for SDET role, what all are required? And there's another question. I think there's linked together that how to make the step from manual to automation. What would be your advice to someone? What should I learn? So these questions are quite similar. I think the
Let me take
answer
it.
would be the same.
Yeah. So second, let me take the first question. So from Elias, right? To make the step from manual to automation, what would advise to someone? What should I learn first? The one liner answer is a programming. Okay. If actually you want to transform your career, first you learn any of the programming language, either Java or Python or C Sharp, whatever you are comfortable with. Okay. Once you know the programming concept, believe me, you will able to do the automation, right? Because I have seen people who are claiming themselves as a automation, but they don't know the programming. Okay, what they do, they are somebody has written a framework, already written a framework, right? They are doing the kind of the data entry, or they are just entering the X path, right? If maybe Mithun will explain in the class, right? What is X path? So that is not the automation engineer. If you really want to be automation engineer, first learn the basic of the programming. You don't need to be developer, but at least you need to understand the basic concept. What is a for loop? What is a data structure? What how how to like call a method, right? What is a constructor? These are the terms. That's something you need to understand. Once you understand these terms, okay, then you will able to understand the interfaces, classes written inside the Selenium. Then you will able to move into the framework level details. Okay, so one liner answer is programming. Okay, next question is from Rajita. For estate role, what are the skills required, right? So, Rachita, to answer your question, for estate, one is a programming, second is a unit testing, you should know, third is a DevOps, fourth, you should know how to develop a framework from scratch, okay, and how to maintain it, and how this framework is working into enterprises. Okay, so these are the four or five things that something you should know, right? And moreover, if you will go on the product-based company, they will more focus on the unit testing, right? So that's something which must have skills. Okay. How was the job market for Python automation, and how long would it take to complete? Sanjeev, you want to take this question? I'm inviting Sanjeev. So who is our TA head, and he will cover for more for the job market.
Sure, Ketan. Thank you so much. So first of all, thank you, Mithun. It's a nice coverage, and you touched all the required points. And I'm pretty sure all the participants must have learned a few new things as well. So if we'll talk specifically about this question, see, automation in itself is very huge, right? And Mithun already talked about all those points. But if we are talking about tools specific automation coverage, so I would say yes, there are positions which we are getting for Python automation as well. But in comparison to Selenium, the ratio is less. So let me put in this way, and let's say out of 10 positions, probably 9 are for Selenium, one is around Python. And since Python is very versatile and very user friendly language, so it will remain for a few decades. I can predict this.
And one more thing, Sanjay, just want to cover on the Python, right? So guys, wherever there is a front-end testing, there is a API testing, most of the time Java is getting used, right? But now there are different things, like people are moving towards the data engineering, right? Wherever data or machine learning projects are there, the Python is getting very aggressively. Okay. So still all the frameworks, if you are working in your company, right, most of the thing has been written into the Java. But yes, Python, it's not like that. It's not as it's a platform independent, it's supporting the multiple language, right? So if you know any of them, that's fine.
Hello.
Okay. Any other question? Do you provide the live project experience in this course? Yes. All guys. So this we don't have a kind of the theory, right? That's what I was telling. Like during the session, trainer will share his screen. He will write a program in front of you. You have to copy it your machine. You have to write by your own. Then you have to execute. Until it's not getting executed in your machine, trainer is not going to stop the session. So you have to do a hands-on with the hands-on with the trainer, and that's why you are going to pay this fees. Otherwise everything is available in over the internet, right? But you need some mentor, you need some coach who can help you, who can guide you, right? Whenever you are stuck, right? you feel comfortable sharing your challenges with him or her. Okay.
Sure, thank you, Ketan.
Yes, ma'am.
If there is any other question, either you can put down your questions in the chat window, or you can unmute yourself and ask your questions.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Mahak, please go.
Yeah, good evening.
Good
Actually,
evening.
my question is that to stepping into the automation as a fresher, if I have no experience regarding automation and all of that, so what should be the basic skills which I should acquire so that I should get a entry level role in that field over there?
Okay. So that's a very good question, and almost we have given answer, Mac. Right. So first thing, do you have you should know the basic concept of the testing first of all, right? There are certain tools, for example, if you don't know the testing basic, first of all you have to learn the basic, what are the basic, like how the testing is getting done, right? Second, there are some agile tools, because nowadays agile is very very prompt in the industry, right? So either Jira or Rally you should understand, right? Once you know the testing, because you are at very early stage of in your career, you should understand all positive, negative, boundary value, all these things, right? Then if you want to start your career into manual, from manual to automation, or you directly want to learn automation, start with the programming. First programming, then Selenium framework, then go for automation framework, then you go for the unit testing. Okay. So these are the four things which is enough to get any interview cracked. Okay. And believe me, after 90 days, if you will spend 1 hour daily, you will able to crack any of the interview with us. We will guide you, we will help you, we will provide you interview questions as well, right? So that any kind of the interview that's coming, okay, you will able to crack it very confidently.
Thanks, sir.
Sure, thank you. Okay, next is I have 10-year experience. Difficult to move to automation tester? No, you are already very experienced, so you already answer, right? So the point is you have a 10-year experience in manual, right? So it's not difficult for you because you already know the concepts of the testing. Only thing you need to learn the how the programming works, right? How, what are the methods in Selenium and how the Selenium works. Yes, the one question that I can answer you, you will not able to show the 10-year of experience in automation. You might have to show 3-4 year of experience in automation only. So you have to modify your resume, and that's something we can help you out.
Great.
This is
And
for,
there's one
Sure.
question from Dom as well, if you would like to take.
let me see.
I just
No.
completed SDAT course in May, and how can I tailor my resume to reflect the training? So just need a little insight for Dom on this question.
Sanjay, do you want to take this?
So, Sagan, whose question is this?
This is
Dom.
from Dom.
Hey, hi Dom. See, the best way is, you need to point out the coverage which you have done during or while completing that particular course. So, and duration matters a lot. The use cases, or if there are assignments, then you can give a reference of those as well. Because this is how, let's say, if there is an example or assignments which is around, how to automate API. So you can take a leverage. You must have practiced a lot around those assignments. So you can pick the topics where you feel more confident, where you have practiced a lot. That will help.
And still you need any dedicated session, Tom, do let us know, right? Our team will set up some time with me or Sanjeev. Will able to help you out. There is another question, Sai, from like, do you cover a project related to API Python? Yeah, so it's not Python, it's a Java, right? So we are going to cover complete API, like including get, post, put, delete, everything, right? And how the JSON work, how you can iterate the methods, everything will be covered during this course for the API. So it's a Selenium, it's a not Selenium API, it's Python, it's going to be Java Python for this course. Yes, if you specifically want to learn with the Python, we have a different course for that. Okay.
Okay.
Sanjeev, this is Sai. So I'm having a few questions. Basically, I just want to introduce myself. So I'm having around 6+ years in IT and 3+ years in testing. So 2 years I have worked as a manual testing. Currently, I'm working in one of the product-based company as a contractor. So here we are having a Python related and Selenium. So thing is like basically my work is like I just need to run the test cases. What are the issues we are getting? Mostly it will be setup related issues, very minor test issues will be there. So I'll be solving this. So I don't have experience related to complete Python end-to-end framework design, development and testing. So whether I mean not I'm not asking about this one regarding Python. Do you have that complete end-to-end Python developing framework related to API or Selenium? And
Yes.
also one more thing is like so how would be the support from the team after completion of the course? Like whether the mentors will be available for us in case if we have any questions, doubts.
Okay. Sure. So, Sai, first of all, the question about the Python, right? We do have a program for Java or Python. That's a choice you want, whatever you want to take, right? So, in case you are interested in Python, my team will reach out to you and they will provide you the course for the Python as well, right? Second thing about the support, we are providing a support, right? Let's say, for example, you want to repeat any sessions, right? Something. So, we are providing a lifetime recording of the sessions. That's something we are doing with the trainer. Wherever you are stuck, you can refer to recording. That's a point number one. Second point, by chance, if you miss any session, right, my team will provide you flexibility to come and join the next batch, right? Whatever the topic you missed, you can come and you can discuss the session with the trainer. Third thing, we have a community, okay, where you can post your question and there are a lot of experts who will answer your thing. Fourth thing is if you want a on-job support, that is altogether a different service, right? We can arrange a on-job support for you, and that's something will be chargeable service.
Okay. And do we have any internship related for Python?
Yes, there will be internship as well, right? So we can discuss about it.
Okay.
So you can reach out to my team; they will let you know.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Thank you, Ketan. Thank you, Sanjeev, and thank you, Mithun, for the amazing session today. If there
Second,
are,
sorry, last there is one more question I just want to take.
okay,
What
sure, sure.
about
Please go ahead. Please go
what
ahead.
about learning automation testing alone and not tested? Yes, you can do it. So this is a journey, right? So anybody who is a manual tester cannot transform directly into estate, right? This is a journey. So that's what I said. That's why this program is for the 3 month, right? If you don't want to complete the estate, that is absolutely fine. You can only do the automation testing part, right? And you can transform yourself from manual to estate engineer. So this question was from Ola, Ola Koya. And Ola,
Sure.
if you
So,
need any other question, any other detail, right, feel free to reach out to my team and I can guide you.
sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mithun, Ketan, and Sanjeev. Thank you for this amazing session today. I think we all had a very insightful inputs. Just before we conclude the session, as we are timed today, so just wanted to give you a little idea of our next session that is going to come or start on the 27th of July. There are all the timings here, and for the short period of time, we are also running some discount coupon codes, which you may be interested in. And you can reach out to our team. We have a dedicated program managers for SDAT. You can reach out to them through phone numbers, and I've also shared a link, WhatsApp link, so you can message them as well, and you can get the complete counseling. Little highlight about this program is, as Ketan also mentioned, they are practical workshops. We do very small batch size, and all our trainers, as Mithun did mention, they are from industry. They're industry practitioners and experts, and the course curriculum is latest, and there is a lot of support on the placement as well. Once you join us, we will help you grow in your career. If there is any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can visit our website, www.devlabsalliance.com. Email us on our training@devlabsalliance.com, or reach out to our program manager with the WhatsApp link that I've shared today. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. And, we hope to, connect with every one of you in future. Have a good day, good night. You may be in a different country as well.
Thank you, team.
Thank you.